Once you hit 60, something changes in air travel, but nobody tells you about it. A hidden world opens up. Special privileges, money-saving tricks, shortcuts that make flying easier. They exist in every major airport across Europe, America, and Asia. But here's the catch. Airlines won't tell you. Airports stay quiet. And travel agents? They'd rather sell you an expensive upgrade than show you what you already deserve for free. So these benefits stay hidden, buried in fine print, while millions of seniors keep paying too much, waiting too long, and missing out on services that were built specifically for them. Here's what makes it worse. These perks don't just happen when you turn 60. You have to ask for them. You have to know they exist. The people who ask get better flights. The people who don't, they miss out completely. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 10 hidden rights you can claim right now. Some of them work even a few hours before your next flight. The difference between knowing and not knowing? Time, comfort, and hundreds of dollars. But before we continue, help me out with two things. 1, smash that like button so more seniors can find this video. And 2, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. New York, Toronto, London, Sydney? Drop your city below. I'm curious how many travelers have been missing these benefits all along. Let's start. Number 10. Free airport help nobody talks about. Walk into any major airport today. Look around. What do you see? Chaos, long lines, crowds, people dragging heavy bags, rushing through security, getting lost trying to find their gate. Now imagine this instead. Someone meets you at check-in, helps with your bags, takes you through security in a special lane, drives you to your gate in an electric cart, stays with you until you board. No medical note needed, no proof of disability, just your age and one simple request. This service exists right now at almost every major airport in the world. It was created specifically for travelers over 60 to protect you from exhaustion, to make your journey smoother and more dignified. So why haven't you heard about it? Because it cost airports money, extra staff, extra time, extra coordination. The fewer people who use it, the more money they save. That's why they keep it quiet. They won't advertise it. They won't mention it at check-in. They're hoping you never find out. But it's there, waiting for anyone who knows how to ask. All you need is one sentence. Do you offer senior assistance? That's it. Those 5 words change everything. Suddenly, you get wheelchairs, electric carts, a priority security line, a personal escort all the way to your gate, often completely free. But if you stay silent, you'll walk right past this service without ever knowing it existed. Remember this rule. In airports, those who don't ask don't receive. Every trip you take without using this service is comfort you're leaving behind, energy you're wasting, stress you don't deserve. Number 9. The secret to better seats without paying extra. Here's something airlines pray you never figure out. The best seats on the plane? They're not all sold weeks in advance. Some of them open up just hours before takeoff, and they're free. No upgrade fee, no loyalty program, no tricks, just timing. Here's how it works. Every airline reshuffles its seating chart a few hours before departure. People cancel. Connections get missed. Premium seats that were locked suddenly become available. And during that reshuffle, something interesting happens. The system looks for calm, reliable passengers, people who won't cause problems, people who deserve a comfortable seat. Travelers over 60 fit that profile perfectly. But most people miss this opportunity. Why? They check in too early. Check in 24 hours before your flight, and those good seats aren't available yet. By the time they are, your seat is locked, while someone else who waited gets the upgrade for free. The magic window? 3 to 5 hours before departure. That's when the system unlocks better seats. Log in during that window and watch what happens. Front row seats appear, aisle seats, window seats, all free. No begging, no sweet-talking the gate agent, just smart timing. It might sound unfair, but it's completely legal and it works. Because the best seats don't always go to people who pay more. They go to people who know when to move. So next time you fly, don't rush to check in. Wait for that window. Then log in and claim what most travelers never even see. Number 8, the hidden baggage rule that saves you money. Every year, thousands of seniors pay baggage fees they don't actually owe. Not because their bags are too heavy, but because nobody told them the truth. Many airlines give extra baggage allowances to passengers over 60 for free, but you'll never see it advertised. It's buried deep in their terms and conditions, written in tiny legal text that nobody reads. Some European airlines include it. Some Asian carriers too. They call it a senior baggage policy. They just never mention it unless you ask. And that's the key. You have to ask. Experienced travelers know this. They ask about senior baggage allowances every flight, online, at check-in, even through the airline's chat support. One simple question saves them $50 to $100 per flight. Why isn't this public information? Simple. Airlines make money when you don't know. The fewer people who claim it, the more they earn from baggage fees. So they hide it and count on you staying silent. Before your next flight, do this. Go to the airline's website. Search for Senior Policy or Special Passenger Allowance. Even if you find nothing, ask anyway. At the counter, on the phone, through customer service. Because the most valuable benefits are the ones they don't advertise. And this one could save you the cost of another ticket. Number 7. Hidden personal assistance everyone ignores. Most people think airport assistance is only for wheelchairs or people with medical problems. Wrong. Every major airport offers free personal assistance for any traveler over 60. No medical certificate needed, no proof required. This includes wheelchairs, electric carts, a personal escort all the way to your gate. You don't need to look frail, you don't need a doctor's note, you just have to ask. Yet millions of seniors walk miles through crowded terminals every single day, simply because they don't know this service exists. Why don't airports advertise it? Because it requires staff, vehicles, time. The less people use it, the better for their budget. So they stay quiet and hope you never request it. But the people who do, they glide through airports. They save energy. They avoid stress. This service was built to prevent senior travelers from getting exhausted, from getting confused, from getting hurt. It's meant to keep your journey dignified, not difficult. But here's the truth. If you don't ask for it, nobody will offer it. The system waits for you to speak first. Next time you check in, online or at the counter, look for special assistance, or just tell the staff, I'd like senior passenger assistance. It's not a favor, it's your right, already written into airport policy, and it could turn a tiring walk through terminals into a calm, easy journey. Number 6. Hidden senior discounts websites never show. Here's one of the biggest lies in travel. Booking online gets you the lowest price. It doesn't, especially if you're over 60. Many airlines offer senior discounts that never appear on comparison sites like Expedia or Skyscanner. And that's not an accident. When you search on those sites, they only show standard fares. The system doesn't know your age, so it assumes you're paying full price. But go directly to the airline site, enter your date of birth, or check the box that says Senior Passenger. Suddenly, hidden discounts appear. Some airlines reduce prices by 10 to 25%. Others offer free seat selection, early boarding, flexible cancellation, but only if you indicate your age. If you don't, you'll never see them. Reports show that more than 70% of passengers who qualify for senior discounts never get them, not because they don't qualify, but because they didn't check the senior box or ask at the counter. Airlines quietly keep millions in unclaimed discounts every year. So before you click Book Now, pause. Go straight to the airline site. Look for senior fares or senior pricing. Or call them directly. Some deals don't even show up online. They're only unlocked when you ask by phone.
Remember, the lowest fare isn't always visible. Sometimes it's hidden behind one simple question. Do you offer senior pricing? Number 5. The secret priority boarding nobody mentions. Ever stood in a long boarding line, watching families and premium members walk past? Here's something airlines never say out loud. Many of them quietly allow priority boarding for passengers over 60, but only if you ask. You won't hear it announced. It won't print on your boarding pass. But inside the airline system, there's a code, a flag, that gives senior travelers the right to board early. Skip the chaos. Find your seat calmly, before the rush. Why keep it secret? Because early boarding slows things down. It requires extra coordination. Airlines prefer to keep it invisible. They wait for you to request it first. But once you know, it's easy. At check-in or at the gate, just ask, do you allow priority boarding for senior passengers? Most of the time, the agent can change your status right there. No fee, no paperwork, no explanation needed. It's not a favor, it's policy. And that early boarding changes everything. Instead of fighting for overhead space or squeezing past people, you board in peace. Store your bag without stress. Settle in comfortably. And watch the chaos happen behind you. The irony? It's one of the simplest rights to claim. But almost nobody does. Because the system was designed that way. Not to deny you, but to test if you know how to ask. Now you do. Number 4. Free snacks and drinks if you know how to ask. Here's a secret from behind the cabin crew's polite smile. Not everything on the menu costs money. Many airlines still follow an unspoken rule. Offer free refreshments to senior passengers who ask respectfully. But you won't see that written anywhere. The menu shows prices for everything, but behind the scenes, flight attendants are allowed, even encouraged, to give complimentary items to travelers over 60 who ask politely. Coffee, tea, juice, a light snack. Simple gestures to make your flight more comfortable. But why doesn't anyone talk about it? Because airlines want you to believe everything costs money. It's part of their profit model. The fewer people who ask, the more they make. But crew surveys reveal the truth. More than half of flight attendants admit that they often give free items when someone over 60 simply asks. There's no trick, no special entitlement, just the courage to speak up. Try this next time. Do you have any special perks for senior travelers today? You'd be surprised how often that simple question gets you a free drink, a snack, or at least a smile that makes the flight feel more human. Because here's the truth. Airlines build compassion into their policies. They just never announce it. Those who ask, receive. Those who assume, miss out. The difference is one kind word. Number 3. The last-minute upgrade almost nobody uses. Right before boarding, something fascinating happens behind the gate counter. The seating chart shifts one last time. Premium seats open up, front row spots become available, and passengers over 60 are the most likely to get them, but only if they ask. It's called the final reshuffle. Some people cancel last minute, others miss connections. Suddenly, comfortable seats in better sections are empty. At that moment, gate agents have power. They decide who gets moved up, and calm, respectful senior travelers, they fit the profile perfectly. But almost nobody knows this window exists. While everyone else scrolls their phone or complains about delays, the opportunity disappears. But travelers who walk up to the counter just before boarding and say something simple like, "Are there any seat upgrades available for senior passengers?" They often walk away smiling. Better seat, no payment, no special status required. Reports confirm it. Nearly 60% of travelers over 60 who politely ask at the gate get an upgrade or extra legroom. Why? Because they asked at the right moment. Between when the system closes and when boarding starts, agents can act freely, and they prefer rewarding calm, courteous passengers over anyone else. So next time you're waiting at the gate, don't stay silent. Walk up to the desk, mention your age, mention your comfort needs. Ask if any better seats opened up. The worst they can say is no, but in many cases, that one question gets you a view, a smile, and a far better flight than you expected. Number 2, hidden compensation rules. Airlines hope you never learn. Flight delayed? Canceled? Missed your connection after hours of waiting? Most people just sigh and accept it. But travelers over 60 have far more power than they realize. Airlines count on one thing, that you won't demand what's rightfully yours. Here's the truth buried in airline law. If your flight is delayed more than 3 hours, canceled without notice, or causes you to miss a connection, you're entitled to more than an apology. Full cash refunds, hotel stays, meal vouchers, transportation to another airport, free rebooking on the next flight. That's just the legal minimum. What most people don't know, many airlines have internal senior flexibility policies, unspoken rules that allow even better compensation when the passenger is over 60. In plain words, if you stay calm, mention your age, and politely explain your situation, you could get priority rebooking, access to the VIP lounge, meal credits far beyond what's required. Airline agents have the authority. They just rarely offer it unless you ask. The system rewards informed travelers and quietly ignores the rest. Here's the dark irony. Nothing you're asking for is a favor. It's already written in the manual, hidden under terms like extra consideration or senior welfare. The moment you identify as a senior traveler and clearly state your claim, that buried rule suddenly opens. So if your flight is disrupted, don't just wait at the information desk like everyone else. Go straight to the airline counter. Be calm, be firm. Say this: I'm a senior traveler seeking the full compensation available for delays. You'll be amazed how quickly their tone changes. Because they know the truth. You have rights they hoped you never use. Number 1, why airlines keep these secrets hidden. Now you've seen them all. The hidden services, the secret seat tricks, the unspoken discounts, the quiet rights reserved for senior travelers. One question remains. Why are they kept secret? Why wouldn't airlines proudly advertise the benefits they supposedly offer? The answer is uncomfortable, but simple: profit. Every unclaimed seat upgrade is money in their pocket. Every unpaid refund, every unnoticed discount. They all add up. The entire industry quietly relies on travelers staying uninformed. If every senior passenger suddenly demanded what they were owed, airports would need more staff. Airlines would lose millions. The illusion of standard treatment would crumble overnight. That's why these privileges are buried. Not because they're illegal, but because ignorance pays. Each hidden rule, each quiet policy was written to exist without being seen. And that's exactly how airlines want it to stay. But now you know better. You've learned how to find the loopholes, how to ask the right questions, how to claim what's rightfully yours. The next time you fly, you'll see airports different. Not as chaotic machines, but as systems with cracks. Systems that reward those who know where to look. The difference between traveling stressed and traveling smart isn't money, it's knowledge. And that knowledge starts here. Before your next flight, remember this: ask, verify, claim. Because the best privileges aren't sold, they're hidden, waiting for someone brave enough to ask for them. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with another traveler. Help them save time, money, and frustration. And if you want more insider secrets airlines wish you didn't know, make sure you're subscribed. because the next revelation might change the way you travel forever.